I don't trust a man who wears more makeup than my wife.
Yeah, I'll never trust him. Right. Yeah, that just doesn't seem right. And that are running around in the woods, and we all know clowns don't belong in the woods.
Yeah, it's a fact.
And so that is a fact. And so if you you're messing around like that, bud, just be prepared. Something bad's going to happen. Let this be a warning to you dummies out there dressing up like clowns, walking around the woods. Something bad is going to happen to you. Like dummies. there's gonna be somebody that just straight up whoops you. Okay, seriously. If you really want to scare somebody, I mean, I'm waiting for the clown beat up videos. Like all these dummies are out there going, "Hey, we're dressing up like clowns," and somebody just cold cocks them. Like, you want to scare me? I got something for you, man. Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite podcast, the longest run episodic podcast of its kind of two guys with fantastic beards, just so happen to be preachers. That's right, it's your two favorite facially blessed individuals, the two bearded preachers aiming to misbehave on this Hurricane Edition / Creepy Clown Edition podcast, bringing you gold every single time. Let's do this.
So you're about ready to get hammered by this hurricane, aren't you?
I don't think we're going to get hammered.
You don't think you're going to get hammered? Everybody is freaking out, man. They think that the world's coming to the end. It's like they never even went through a hurricane before. It's craziness.
Man. Yeah, you know what? Like, this is what I tell people. They're like, well, what did happen in 2004? And I go, power went out. Lost some shingles.
Yeah.
Pretty much it. Oh. Is that everything? Like, I heard it was like horrible, and it wasn't great. I mean, we lost power for how many days? Like 3 or 4, but some people lost it for a week, and it's rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's rough.
I lived in your house.
Yeah, you were living in my house. Yeah,
yeah. Because my house didn't have power back for at least a week. You had yours back in a day or two.
Yeah, it was like 2-3 days. I think
2 or 3 days.
Yeah. It took 3 days, but yeah, you guys were hanging out with us.
Yeah.
During that time. And we were like driving little remote control cars around the house. Remember that?
No.
Sounds like something we would do.
It seems like a good plan because, you got a lot of tile in your house.
Yeah, so man.
Why not drive a car?
Yeah. They're like those little mini ones. They're like really small.
And that's cool. I haven't driven a remote control car in a hot minute. I might need to go get Dave one so I can drive it.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
I can go back and get all the toys now and just say, "Oh, I got it for you, Dave. Now give it to me."
Yeah.
I need to drive it.
Hand it over.
Let me show you how to do this.
I'm going to show you how a man drives a remote control. Let me show you how a grown man drives a toy car.
That's right. Go get me a ramp. We need to try and get this car into the turtle tank.
Some firecrackers, too.
Yes. Some firecrackers, some army men. Call it a day. Yep. Get out the BB gun. Let's have a good time.
We need some fire.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need some fire.
So you're not worried about the hurricane then?
Nah, man, I'm not worried.
Has everybody in your town bought all the water?
Yeah, everybody's bought all the water.
There's no water left?
No.
Any gas left? Is all the gas gone?
I think we got some more in today, but I already had gas. I was good.
Yeah. You skipping work? You canceled church on Sunday?
Not yet. We haven't canceled anything on Sunday. The plan is this. We know meteorologists, and we know meteorology. It's basically like gambling.
Yeah, it is. It's a giant joke.
Yeah, it is. You got like a 50-50 chance. It's basically meteorology. Every single one of them should come out here and be like, so, we might get hit by a hurricane.
Yeah.
We might not. That's it. It's a 50-50 shot.
That thing could turn around at any given moment and go the other direction.
It can. And it's happened so many times. No, it's not. They're just like, look at this. Surprise, surprise, surprise. It moved. But like every time you have like a prediction, you're just kind of like, it's not really that accurate. It's pretty crappy. And so I don't really trust meteorologists.
Yeah.
I don't trust meteorologists as much. Like, I trust a meteorologist as much as I trust a clown in the woods. Really. Okay? Like that? Bring it back around? So but then I got my wife who she's like, Glenn Richards is like the best meteorologist in the world. And I was like, who is it? Glenn Richards? I don't know. I'm just like, I think he's
some punk kid meteorologist guy hasn't paid his dues.
There's Joe Schmo who's just making up stuff. Could be. So anyways, I'm not like, I mean, I take it serious. All right, say this way. I'm taking it serious. And yeah, we have food. We have canned food. I've got propane. I've got,
do you have any propane accessories?
I got a grill.
That's all you need.
I've got a, what are they called? I got a grill. And then I got the thing that I do low country boils on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got a burner.
I got a burner too. So I could use that as well. But no big deal, man.
So you're good to go.
Yeah. And plenty of like canned foods and everything. My wife just texted me and said, "Be nice to Glenn. Be nice to Glenn." She's listening. She's
listening in the other room saying, "Be nice to Glenn."
Yeah. See what I got to deal with. So, anyways, so this is the plan. If it does what probably will happen, and we don't get hit really hard. It's Sunday morning as usual. That's the way it is. Okay.
All right.
If we get hit harder, and we'll know by Friday. We'll know by Friday how bad it is.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna kind of we're gonna check in on everybody's status and our congregation, see how everybody did, see if anybody is going ahead and has some needs or we need to help anybody out, and then we mobilize. If we don't have power,
guys out there with their chainsaws,
get them all out, tear some stuff up. If we don't have power, like if we don't have power at the church, then we're going to go ahead and basically and everything else, and people are in need, we're going to do church outside the walls and get out and start and help whoever we need to help. That'll basically be what it is. So, but it'll be we'll still kind of we're going to check in on Friday or Saturday on the church, see how it is and see how it did and everything, and just gotta play it by ear, man. We're just gonna fly by the seat of our pants on this and be flexible,
That's cool. You want to know what I'm doing?
Nothing.
I'm hauling tail. I'm heading to the mountains, man. Heading to the mountains.
Whatever, man. When do you leave?
Probably sometime on Friday. We had already scheduled it, so I mean it's like a mini vacay for us. So it's not got.
Are you taking the kids?
Anything at all?
Are you taking the kids too?
Yeah. We're taking them up to Blairsville, I think.
No, okay.
It's someplace up in the mountains. We're just gonna hang out at a cabin for a little bit. I'm gonna try and shoot a squirrel off the front porch if I can. Got to look around, see if there's any houses around. I don't want to be shooting at somebody's house if I can avoid it. But for some reason, I really want to sit on the porch and blast a squirrel from a rocking chair. That's my dream.
You know what? If it's isolated enough, you could probably do that in your boxers.
Hey, it's not bad.
It's a good idea.
It's not bad.
Got some merit. Got some merit. So
yeah.
Well, awesome. You'll be up in wherever, and I'll be here, weathering a devastating storm in Florida.
A Cat 4 torrential downpour. Whatever. 4, 3 tropical storm.
You know what?
Slight breeze. Whatever.
You know what's really sucking right now, dude?
Huh.
This is all right. I'm less concerned about the hurricane and what it's gonna if we lose power. Like that's the thing. That's what I remember last time. We had a little bit of issues, like our screens blew out, which they'll probably blow out again. Yeah, whatever. We just put them back up, and so like our gutters might come off because they're kind of messed up already. So if our gutters come off, it's no big deal. Whatever.
Good opportunity.
Yeah, put new gutters up, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm really concerned about? Is my freaking knee right now. The freaking change of pressure right now.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Is messing with it. You remember I told you what the doctor said?
Yeah, that you're a geezer. That you're like old and decrepit and your body's rotting from the inside out. That's right?
I don't know. Well, that's not like the medical term for it. But
pretty sure that's legit.
I
Pretty
don't
sure
think
that's
so.
the terminology, rotting from the inside out. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what he said was like his exact words were because like I've had knee problems for a while,
Yeah.
And like they make weird noises. Like you can hear it when I bend it, and then you can feel it too. Like you can feel like crunching in my knee every time I bend it.
Crunching is not a thing that your body should ever do.
But that's a pretty accurate. Like if you
you.
If you when next time we see each other, I want you to feel my knee, and you'll be like, "Holy crap! What in the world, dude?" Like what? You'll be like, "What is that? What the crap is that?" You'll freak out. All right, so I tell my doctor because I had my yearly checkup. And I'm going in there, and he's like, "How's your blood pressure?" He checked it. He's like, "Your blood pressure's fine. You know, your cholesterol's good." He goes, "Any issues?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm having some sleep problems."
What kind of sleep problems are you having?
I can't sleep.
Eat some of those gummy bears. Go to sleep gummy bears. You know what I'm talking about?
They have go to sleep gummy bears?
Yeah. Leia's got some on top of the fridge. It's go to sleep gummy bears. It's a gummy bear with like melatonin or something like that in it.
Oh man, I can't have melatonin.
Why not?
It messes me up. Like your body stops producing melatonin the more you take that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I tried it once, but I thought I was just eating gummy bears. So, what are you gonna do?
How many did you eat?
Like a handful.
Like a handful? You're only supposed to eat one of those?
No, I just had a couple.
Like 25
I tried
30?
I've had some sleep problems too. But usually that's just because I'm stressed out about something or other. I'm thinking about something. Yeah. And it messes up my sleep. That's usually what it is.
So, I have to do a sleep study. An at-home sleep study.
At-home sleep study. Can you cheat?
Man. I'm not going to cheat, man. Right? Because I'd like to know if I have it or not.
Okay. Sleep apnea, huh?
Yeah.
You know that's a scam, right?
So anyways.
It's a scam. They're just trying to sell you those things you put on your face.
I'll get it for free through insurance, man.
Yeah. Somebody's paying for it, though. Put that thing on your face.
You.
I live out of state. I ain't paying for nothing.
So listen.
I don't pay for nothing, no how.
So, all right. So let me finish my story, Martin. Okay. So I have to do that. And then I tell him, he's like, anything else going on? I'm like, sleep's problem. I said, but I'm just like, I feel like my body, I feel like I'm falling apart. Like I'm telling him how my hand hurts. I'm like, the other day I was like getting in the truck and I pulled a muscle on my side. Yeah. And I was like, it's just like little things. Like I just turn one way and something pops out and I'm like, and then I said, and then the other day I was like exercising. I was doing student jiu-jitsu. And I tap out this kid that's like this young 20-year-old who's a lot stronger and a lot better than me. And I tap him out and I'm having a great night. I'm a baller and I'm doing good. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm feeling really good about myself. And I get done. They call time on the match. I plant my leg down to stand up. Knee goes out. Like just locks up. And
I just won this fight, but I can't even stand.
I can't move. I think I just tapped myself out. So I tell the doctor all this, and he's like, a lot of times, we get older, and it's just little things. You can't really explain why they happen, just things happen. He goes, so like some of your stuff, he goes, it's just, hey, it's your body, and you're going to get aches and pains, and that's one thing. He goes, however, I do want to check out that knee. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, man. And so at the end, so he's like, let me see the knee, and he's like doing all this manipulation. I said, yeah, you can actually feel like it, like the stuff in there. You can hear it too. Like when I, and he's like manipulating it and he's moving it around. He's like, does this hurt? This hurt? I'm like, no, yes, no, whatever. And I said, yeah, I got a little bit in the other knee, but it's worse on this side. It's worse on the right side. He's like, he feels the other knee, and he goes, all right. And he's like, what did your other doctor say? And I said, the other doctor said I have like partially torn ligaments that will eventually need surgery. Mm-hmm. And he goes, yeah, this is not partially torn ligaments. He's like, no. He goes, you can't have surgery for it. And I was like, what is it? He goes, you got arthritis. Or he's old. He's like, you got the precursor for arthritis is what it is. So it's not fully developed, but it will.
Well, that's better than getting surgery, right? I mean, I don't know.
No, man, I think surgery would be better, dude, because I can't
prefer surgery.
Dude, if I had to get surgery, I get the whole thing fixed. Like, I can't get this fixed.
No, it's degenerative. You get to enjoy that for the rest of your life. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Someone said
that
to me.
It's like a gift. Something for you to have forever.
One of the guys said to me at MMA last night, he's like, what's going on with the knee? I said, it's arthritis, man. He goes, well, that's better than surgery, right? I go, no. He goes, what do you mean? I said, I can't do anything about it. Like, this is what I can do. I can stop doing everything and not be active. And I can't do that because I'll be too bored. Okay. So there's that.
Can I interest you in some nice theological books that you could read?
What?
That can be your new hobby. No?
No,
Not
man.
interested?
No.
Okay.
No. That's I might help with my sleep problem, but
oh yes, it definitely will cure that.
And two, I had to start taking supplements, which I already am, like glucosamine and fish oil. And that helps with the joints and everything. So I got to take that.
Okay.
And so
doesn't fish oil make your breath stink?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to brush your teeth more too. You're gonna have to add that in.
Yeah. Thanks, Martin.
Well, it's just a suggestion.
When it's
fish
hurting,
oil is pretty rough.
If it's hurting, like I take stuff like Aleve or ibuprofen to help relieve the pain and everything, help loosen it back up. And he says when it does get like really bad to where it's like a daily thing you're struggling with, you're gonna have to start coming in and getting shots.
Nice.
It's like, all right, well, awesome. And like every time, like, and that's the thing, like it's making more sense. Like my knees, like when it's like the change in weather and everything, and the extreme things, like
you're gonna have a rough time the next couple of days, then, right?
Yeah,
because it's just gonna go up and down, isn't it? With the storm?
Yeah.
That's gonna stink.
Just like in the morning, it takes me a while to get going and everything. Like I wake up and it's kind of a little stiff. If I'm sitting down for a long period of time and I go to stand up, like especially when I'm writing a sermon and I'm sitting like in a regular position like this, I gotta stretch it out and just try to get it straight. And then
have
when
you
I stand up,
considered a standing desk? I stand at my desk and it is awesome.
I don't really work at the office. I work outside. I work at Starbucks.
Well, don't they have one of those stupid high tables that you stand on?
They actually do. I just don't like it. But I might
try it out.
I don't know if I could stand that long though. Maybe I could. I should try it. I guess.
Shift your feet. You walk around. Try different stuff. Give it a try. Give it a shot.
All right,
maybe do like 30 minutes standing.
All right, I'll give it a shot. I saw there was like a pregnant woman doing that the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. She's like she had her computer at Starbucks and this pregnant lady was just standing up the entire time. And I was like,
maybe she was afraid if she sat down, she wouldn't be able to stand back up.
I'm like, she's trying to have that baby right here.
Oh, no.
Don't you do it. Don't you have that baby at the Starbucks. Don't you have this baby at the Starbucks. Don't you do that.
Give me that spicy food.
Yeah, no. Having the chili mocha frappuccino. Have you seen that?
I don't have a Starbucks in town, and if I did, I wouldn't go. I have started drinking decaf occasionally, and I like it. I mean, I like coffee. I just can't have caffeine.
On account of your caffeine-induced paranoia?
Caffeine-induced paranoia, I'm hypersensitive to it. If I drink it, it's no good. No good at all.
Welcome to Intermission. Intermission.
Clowns, dude. Creepy
clowns.
Creepy clowns. That's the big thing right now. They're everywhere, man.
I mean, I'm hearing about it, but is it legit? I mean, are there actual clowns, or is it everyone saying that they're seeing clowns? I've not seen a clown.
I haven't seen any, but then again, I do live in St. Cloud, and we own lots of guns around here, and if we have this rule, if we see a clown in the woods, you get shot.
Well,
because you know why, right?
Because
clowns don't belong in the woods.
Open season.
Clowns don't belong. Like, dude, one of my buddies said to me, he goes, "You hear about all these clowns in the woods?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Man, we see a clown in the woods around here. That clown's getting shot. Clowns don't belong in the woods." And he's right.
They're an invasive, non-indigenous species. We got to shoot them.
Yeah, man. If a clown shows up in the woods, they're like, I've heard this multiple times. If they see a clown in the woods, they shoot it.
Who are you spending your time with these days? You spending time with a lot of redneck fellers? Good old boys?
Yeah, man. They're my boys.
All right.
They're my boys. Seriously, like, if you see some of the videos, there's like a YouTube video of scary clowns. the top 10 scariest clowns. It was posted just a couple days ago, and like some of them are really creepy. There was this one video, and it wasn't in this one. It was another one where there was a clown like on a suspension bridge, just in the middle of like a jogging area, and these two guys are like, "Dude, I think I saw a clown on the freaking bridge." And they're like, "No, man, no." And they had their video out, and they're looking, and the guy's like, I swear I saw this clown on the bridge." And they go back, and the clown looks at him, and he has a freaking knife in his hand. And he starts running towards them. And they just bolt. I was like, see, here's the thing. This is what I've noticed. These clowns, they're chasing people. They're not in very good shape. Like those runners, you can tell they don't belong on the jogging trails because they can't keep up with the runners.
Well, maybe
they haven't caught anybody yet.
Maybe those really big shoes are slowing them down.
Maybe. It's a good call, man.
Up. It just sounds like slap, 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 slap.
Yeah.
Because the big shoes just slapping on the concrete.
Yeah. But no, it's like, it's getting national attention, man. So I think it is stupid. It's really, but it started off in South Carolina. I was reading up on it today and listening and doing some, I did some research today on it, okay?
Oh, man.
I know. But listen, it started in South Carolina. There were reports that there were clowns in the woods trying to get kids to come to them. Like, "Hey, little kid, come here," like a clown. So, like, so say you have, like, a wooded area. Like, all right, in your area, okay?
There's a wooded area behind my house, yeah.
What would you do if your kids came and said, "Daddy, there's a clown in the woods." And you go out there, and there's just a clown standing in the woods, and he waves to you like this. What do you do about that?
Well, when my kids come into the house and say, "Daddy, there's a clown in the woods," I would get my rifle, and I'd go out there to see him. Because, here's the thing. You can't pass up on an opportunity like that. It's golden. No one's going to blame you for blasting
shoot a clown?
No one's going to blame you.
In the woods?
Yeah, because clowns don't belong in the woods, as you've already pointed out. So the cops around here would just be like, "Meh, well, he shouldn't have been in the woods, should he?" Go, "Nope, no sir."
Clean shooting. Clean
shot.
Yeah.
Nice grouping.
Yeah.
Because I'm not shooting them just once.
The big red nose. No, it's just like that's the thing. Like, you can't go to a circus and shoot a clown. Because they belong there.
Yeah, they're supposed to be there.
They belong there. You can't
go to a birthday party and shoot a clown.
Yeah, you can't go to like, "There's a freaking clown here. You gotta take it." But like, if a clown is like just like, or like you see a lot of this, they're like on like real lonely roads, just empty roads, and it's just a clown walking down the side of the street. And then when the car gets closer, it charges after the car.
Or just hit him with the car.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Hit him.
You hit him with the car, or. You gotta watch some of the videos because they're really creepy. I'm not gonna lie, they're creepy. But yeah, they'll chase after, or there's like videos of like these really creepy clowns, and they'll be like on street corners, like in cities on the street corners, and just like standing real. You know how like those scary ones where they're bent over, all weird and everything.
Yeah, just an unnatural kind of stance.
Yes, an unnatural. Like it looks like his back was thrown out, and like you might. Like, if you saw anybody else standing like that, you're like, "Oh, dude, are you okay?" But a clown like that, you're like, "Dude, there's something wrong here." Yeah. And this clown, this clown don't belong here.
You didn't watch American Horror Story Freak Show, did you?
No.
Yeah.
That's probably where someone came.
You should go ahead and look that up.
Would I shoot that clown?
If you could shoot him, you would, but you also want to flee in terror. He's a pretty creepy clown.
Hey, man.
Twisty, I think is his name, Mr. Twisty.
Really?
Very, very.
That's like a horrible.
Guy. Yeah,
that's a horrible name for a clown. So, but yeah, there's like threats and stuff like that going around, like and like stuff on like social media and everything, and it's getting like really big national attention right now. And so, but like they've been showing up in South Carolina. I think Georgia's got a few. And then we got some down here in Florida as well, but they're going all the way over. They're saying they're making their way over to the West Coast.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they're migrating away from here.
That's what I was thinking. I think they came down to us, and now they're just like, "Oh, there's a hurricane coming. Let's go west."
They went down to Florida and realized, hey, we're just like every other citizen here, just standing around doing creepy stuff, showing up on cops. You know, that's what Florida's all about. Every episode of Cops is in Florida.
Well, you're not wrong.
Hey, don't tase them. I love them. So.
No. So yeah, that's been going on. I just think it's weird. Like, what possesses a person to be like dress up like a clown, a creepy clown? Not just like, it's not like Bozo the clown, because that clown was pretty cool because he would give you prizes for throwing ping pong.
Yeah, you throw the ball
into
the bucket. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that game.
I mean, it's funny. Scaring people is funny. So that's got to be the. It's funny. That's got to be the thing. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to dressing up like a clown and scaring some people. I wouldn't do it around here where I live because everybody here is packing. I mean, I've got old ladies in my church packing heat. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past anyone to dress up like a clown. Shouldn't do it. It's bad news.
No, you wouldn't put it past anybody to dress up because it's funny, but you don't think it'll happen around you because too many people have guns. Right.
They'll shoot them. I would shoot one because they don't belong in the woods. And
it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. It's so reasonable.
If you sit and you go, because you're like, oh, it's kind of extreme, but you're just like, no, if there's a clown in the woods,
it's not extreme. It's very reasonable. It's straight up.
It was. Yeah, we're a little redneck around here.
What do you do with a bear that's walking down the street of a city? You shoot it because it doesn't belong there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Same thing with a clown. It's
like if I see a hunter in the woods, I go, "Yeah, he
you're
in the woods. There. You belong here." I see a bear in the woods. You belong here. I don't shoot the bear unless I'm hunting bear. Okay.
Right. It's got to be in season. You got to have the stamp. All that.
Got to have the stamp and everything. So, but if there's a clown in the woods. Question. What if the bear was dressed up like a clown? What do we do then?
Well, if a bear's dressed up like a clown in the woods, I still think you need the stamp.
You think?
Yeah.
But he's dressed up like a clown, and he's jumping out scaring people and stuff like that.
Maybe he ate a guy who was dressed as a clown, and he just sort of got some of the makeup on his face while he was eating.
You know what? Going into the woods dressed like a clown, horribly unsafe. Horribly unsafe.
You're asking to get eaten by a bear.
A bear in Florida. We got Florida panthers.
You can get eaten by a panther.
Alligators. I mean, there is water everywhere in Florida, and
moccasins,
alligators are everywhere.
Snakes.
Yeah.
Rattlers.
You can't run in those big old clown shoes and those clown pants. That's just asking for trouble. The clown pants are much like
the clown pants fall down deliberately. So
they do. And they have suspenders, and they're much like MC Hammer pants.
They are.
You remember those pants?
In fact,
they're
that's
like Hammer
probably
pants.
What inspired MC Hammer to wear those pants is he saw a clown.
A clown?
And he was probably like, dude, that seems pretty smart. I can put on some pretty sweet moves.
And you know what? I've seen MC Hammer dance a lot in those pants, but I've never seen him run. I've seen him go backwards.
I've seen him do the running man.
The running man, but I've never seen him. I've seen him run in place, but I've never seen him go anywhere. I'm just saying, it's a scientific fact
that you can't run
clown
in those pants.
You can't run in clown pants.
That's true.
Like seriously. Well, first of all, wind resistance is going to slow you down greatly.
Oh, so maybe you can wear them as trainers.
That's not a bad
Build
idea.
Your speed up.
Yeah, when you take them off, you're going to be like,
super
running
fast.
Yeah, you're going to be Olympic fast. Quite frankly, you might be like Marvel Quicksilver fast, perhaps. And
from the not from Age of Ultron though, from the X-Men movie. That Quicksilver.
Yeah, we'll go to that Quicksilver.
That Quicksilver's a lot cooler.
He is a lot cool. He's a lot funnier. The other one was too.
Too serious, too
and
angsty.
His accent was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
He didn't have an accent in the comic book. I don't know how you write an accent in a comic book, but I'm pretty sure he didn't have one.
There's probably some dots and some extra lines in there. Maybe it's all written on a slant.
Do you think that's the clown's plan? Like they're wearing these pants, running around.
They got a quick release, and then they can run fast.
You think maybe they're training to track us, to take us all out?
Maybe. Have you ever seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Are we sure these clowns are human?
That's another good question. I'm going to go back and watch that. It's Scary Movie Month. I think that's on Netflix. And so I'm going to go back and watch that. You know they're remaking that?
Have you seen the original?
I have, but it's been a long time.
It's so bad.
Of course it's awful.
And hilarious.
That's what makes it so great.
Yeah. Leia and I rented that one Halloween. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Total disrespect for the movie audience, for the horror fans out there. Complete and total disrespect.
Why?
Unacceptable.
Why? Unacceptable. Why is it disrespect? Why?
I don't know.
Okay, you just
because it's not scary. I don't know. It's not scary. It is kind of funny, but not as funny as Army of Darkness. So,
have you watched any of the show Ash versus the Army of Evil or something like that?
I watched the first couple of episodes, so maybe in the first season.
Okay,
I like it.
Good?
Yeah, it's good.
I need to go watch it. I need to find it and go watch it.
It's kind of campy, but that's Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah, Evil Dead. Yeah, that's what it's called. All right, yeah, I need to go see that.
That's how it goes.
All right. Back on these clowns. You think maybe that's their plan? Maybe they're not human. Maybe they are aliens. Maybe they're getting used to our gravity. Maybe they're getting used to our gravity and exercising. And the way they exercise back on their planet is they chase humans. Maybe they're preparing to take over the world.
It makes as much sense as a guy dressed up as a clown in the woods. When you're a guy dressed up as a clown in the woods, any explanation for that is reasonable because it's such a ridiculous thing to begin with.
What do you mean? Any explanation is reasonable? You're just
any explanation for that is reasonable because the whole scenario is just stupid.
Well, I got kicked out of my house, and I thought to myself, it's because me and my girlfriend got in a fight, and I got kicked out of my house, and I thought to myself, I'm going to go ahead and put this clown out there and wander around the woods.
Just going to become a clown.
Oh, okay.
Try it out. See how it goes.
I'm just going to give it a go.
Well, you never know if it's your thing or not until you try it.
Well, lost my job, and I thought to myself, I'm going to go put a clown outfit on and walk around the woods. Or I had...
It's the perfect opportunity to live out my dreams.
Yeah. Well, since I don't have a job, I figured I might as well just walk in the woods wearing a clown outfit. Is that what it is? Or is it like... You know what? Okay, I read this book one time.
No way.
All right. I read a book that was about clowns, and honestly, I hated it. Freaking hated it.
You read a book about clowns?
It was a weird book, okay? Here's the thing. I hated the book, but I read the whole thing.
You hated it, but you loved it?
Yeah, it was one of those things. But it was called Clown Fellas.
Like Goodfellas? Yes.
It was gangster clowns. It was like the mafia of clowns. And basically what happened was, these humans, I don't know how, but
humans, so the mafia clowns aren't human?
They were. Then they turned into clowns. And then they started...
So a clown is a different species.
And then, it's like a different species. And so they were turned into... turned into clowns. And so, their physical features aren't painted on. It's actually their face. That's what they are.
Like the Joker after he gets in the acid.
Yeah, exactly like that. They are clowns, but then they start mating and they start making actual clown babies and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so there's this whole society, this mafia and society of clowns, and they're just they're different. There are different gangs and stuff like that. Yeah. There's different clown gangs, and they're all warring against each other.
Oh,
and it is freaking creepy, man.
Well, clowns, they can't get along. Just can't get along. They're
give
more of a solitary creature, aren't they?
Yeah. You give them a little bit of power and a little bit of authority, goes right to their heads.
Well, they're solitary critters, but they do all travel together in the cars. Because they all pile into the cars and a whole bunch of them get out at once.
It's a good thing. It's a good idea.
So if we really wanted to launch an attack against the clowns, your best bet is to blow up their cars. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of them in there.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, those cars are so small, it's not going to take a whole lot to blow it up.
Yeah.
And you're it's like a, what are they called? What are those little cars called?
Clown cars.
No. Like the ones we see on the road.
Oh, like a smart car.
Yeah, like those little smart cars.
Or a Fiat.
A Fiat. Okay, here's the deal. A Fiat, my Mazda 3 is a small car, but I could run a Fiat over pretty easily with it. Okay?
Yes, you could. Yeah.
I could pretty much. And so, all we got to do is run over their Fiats, and we're taking about 10 clowns each time.
There you go. At least 10.
I'm just saying.
If we had
it's a losing battle for them. For them. Like, I don't think they've thought this all through. Their war machines, Fiats, and VW Bugs
clowns
are not going to get it done.
Terribly rational. So.
Or like a military strategists, they're not military geniuses or anything. Yeah. Is strategist not a word?
Strategist? Let me get that strategery.
Get his military strategery. Is that not a word?
Sure, it's a word. Extra strategerized.
Thanks. They don't have that. Yeah. Their attire is not conducive to fighting.
No.
Okay?
No,
not at all. Well,
aside from being slightly creepy.
Yeah, or moving.
There's a creepy factor. I don't want to get too close to one.
Well, let's just say this. If I'm fighting a clown and his pants fall down, I'm gone. Okay? So they've got that on me. Okay? Yeah. So...
they could wrap you up in all those scarves that are tied together. Where you pull the hanky and it just keeps coming out.
That's pretty much what they got. Yeah.
Water.
But then
water shoots out of the flower.
Yeah. But that's the thing. The worst thing you got to worry about. The worst thing you got to worry about are the hand buzzard. Like when they shake your hand. But then again, I'm not if I'm getting ready to fight a clown. You know what? I don't trust clowns to begin with. But you're an evil, creepy clown. I'm not shaking your hand before I kick your butt.
Man, no gentleman handshake to start off the fight. If
anything, I'm wearing those dueling gloves.
Yeah.
If anything, I wear those dueling gloves. Take them off, slap him in the face with it.
Man,
and watch that big red nose fly off.
Man, you knock his nose off, he's gonna be upset.
I slap him. I hit him across the face, and I say, "I challenge ye to a duel." And he's like, "What kind of duel?" I'm like, "Duel where my fist goes into your face, and if I see you in the woods, watch out, because I'm armed. Because clowns don't belong in the woods."
Dual boots in your posterior, clown.
Yeah. And then what was it? And then there's like a little saying I had been reading, but you know how and then honestly, it's mockery too, because you know how we have the Black Lives Matter, and then you had the Blue Lives Matter, the whole thing.
Clown Lives Matter.
Clown Lives Matter, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, guys, like I'm all for.
Not in the woods, they don't.
Not in the Clowns Lives Matters. Not if you're in the woods. And sorry, bud. Not if you're jumping out of a cornfield wearing that. No.
It's like if you see a clown in the woods, he's up to no good. You watch Men in Black.
You ain't making balloon animals for kids,
right? You watch Men in Black, where Will Smith is going through like the training scenario, and they have all the pop-ups of all the different aliens, and he doesn't shoot any of them. But when the little girl pops up, he shoots her in the head. And it's like, why did you feel little Susie had to die? It's like, well, this guy over here is just working out. Pull-ups. That guy over there is sneezing. Yeah. But little Susie, she's out here in the street at night, and she's carrying advanced physics books. She's fixing to start some trouble. She's the troublemaker.
Yeah.
She's the only threat out here.
Exactly.
Just like that with a clown in the woods. He ain't supposed to be there.
Not supposed to be
He's
there.
He's fixing to start some trouble. You better go ahead and handle your business.
Clown lives matter. Not in the woods.
Not in the woods.
Not in the woods. They don't matter one bit. And so... No, I thought to myself, because right around here, and on Lakeshore where I live, it's a very popular area. It's a very popular area. People are always exercising out here and everything like that. And I thought to myself, if me and the boys were down at the lakefront, what would I do if I saw somebody like that? Just creeping and everything. And I'm just like, number one, I'm sitting there going to myself, if I'm with my boys and I'm with my wife and a creep clown walks out, number one, I am pretty sure like, I probably wouldn't even have to do anything. There'd probably be about 10 different people that will jump on him and just beat his clown butt.
Here's
down.
the opportunity for me to savagely beat somebody with no repercussions. I'm going to jump on this.
Yeah, that's St. Cloud, all right?
Yes, it is.
Which, here's the thing. You're kind of proud to live in a place like that when the clowns are starting to come out of the woods. Right?
We've been clown free for our entire existence since our city charter was signed. Clown free.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but I've never trusted clowns. I've never trusted clowns, and now.
Why are you wearing all that makeup? You got something to hide?
Yeah. Man, where did all those handkerchiefs come from? What in the world? Yeah.
Some kind of sorcery going on.
Yeah, is this sorcery? Yeah. No, I won't shake your hand. I don't trust you. I don't trust nobody with that much makeup on. Especially if you're a dude. Like, if you're a dude and you're wearing that much makeup, I'm like, man, you got bigger issues. Your daddy didn't hug you enough. You know? Is that bad to say? Was that pretty accurate?
I don't know, dude. I see why it's funny. I mean, I see why dressing up as a clown in the woods is funny. You scare people. I guess some people, the rumor up here is that you're dressing up as a clown to lure children to you, and then you do all sorts of unspeakable things.
Yeah.
That's the rumor up here. I don't know if any of that's true or anything like that, but you're not playing it very smart if you're in an area like St. Cloud or like rural southeast Georgia, if you're dressing up like a clown and trying to get a hold of somebody. Because these boys up here, you'll just never be heard from again. You'll just be out there on Port Stewart somewhere in the swamp, and ain't nobody gonna think about you.
It's gonna
be all over.
You're dressed up like a clown in the woods, and you roll up on some good old boys.
Yeah.
No one's gonna look for a clown in the woods. Okay.
Right.
Like, what happened to Steve? Well, he got on his clown outfit and he left. I don't know where he went. He must have been at a children's party or a circus and everything. He would never have been in the woods because clowns don't belong in the woods.
Right. That's why if you saw him down at the lakefront, I'd be like, oh, there might be a reasonable expectation for a clown to be at the lakefront because they have a lot of birthday parties there.
What if there's no birthday party?
It wouldn't be a creepy clown down where they have the picnic tables and stuff.
Yeah, but what if I'm sitting there and I'm like, what if it's at night? Me and Faye want to just go for a nice stroll, and there's a clown standing there
in the daytime. There's no reason for a clown to be anywhere in their clown makeup at night, ever.
No, never.
Right? It's just a safety issue for yourself. And I don't even have a problem with clowns. Like, I know some people are creeped out by them or whatever. I don't really have a problem with
How could you not be creeped? Serious question. How could you not be creeped out by them? Because they are kind of creepy, dude.
They're funny. They do jokes. They do cheesy sleight of hand. I like all that stuff. They do the joke where their pants fall down. It's funny.
The only clowns I like are the ones I see in rodeos. Those are funny.
Oh, yeah, rodeo clowns. Hey, man.
Rodeo clowns, man, they're good.
Serious.
Because, well, that's the thing. They don't have, like, a weird, creepy laugh, you know. They're just kind of down to earth, good old cowboy clowns, you know. That's what they are.
Well, those guys are brave, man, because after they're there to distract the bull after he throws the rider. See, so they got to move fast.
Listen, those are clowns putting their lives on the line for some dude that jumped on the back of a friggin' bull and tried to ride it. Yeah, those are heroes. Those clowns are heroes. And those are the only clowns I trust. Because typically, and this is the other thing, they don't like wear a whole lot of face makeup.
No, they might have like a circle of red or something like that, but that's about it.
Yeah, and baggy pants.
They might have some overalls on or something like that.
Yeah, usually it's
some kind of weird thing. Maybe a wig. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, or like a hat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like, those are the only clowns that I'm okay with. But all them other clowns, man, I just can't do it. Did you? Okay, there was a movie that, I think it came out a couple years ago about a guy that put on a clown outfit and it didn't come off and he turned into this psycho clown.
No, I never saw that one.
I watched like previews to it, and it creeped me out. I was like, I can't watch this. I can't watch this freaking movie.
Right, but you get scared by like little girls' dolls, and you get scared by like any horror movie you ever watched.
Okay. First of all, Martin, let's just clarify. Those dolls are freaking creepy. Okay.
I'm not saying they aren't creepy. I'm just saying that you seen that
thing. Well, yeah, of course I'm afraid of them because they're freaking possessed and they're evil and they're little demons. Have you seen that one Doll Island or whatever it was?
Doll Island? No, that's not the kind of movie I watch.
We gotta put a stop to it, okay?
Disrespectful and churlish.
And churlish, thank you. I was just thinking that. This is disrespectful and churlish. Okay, Blake? It's Blake. It's Blake.
You don't want to go to war.
Solid plan, man. It's a solid plan. I'm not going to lie, you know.
Problem solved.
Because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you know, the public wants to know what to do about all these stinking clowns and everything that are creeping everybody out. And I think the answer is make fun of it and then forget it. That's a good idea. That's great.
You'd be surprised how many problems you can solve by making fun of it and then forgetting it. It's worked for me on a lot of stuff.